Ahoy hoy! We're back to it, it seems. So, today I want to talk about what I want to be doing and why the hell I'm not doing it. So, I mentioned yesterday that there's a bit of a recurring theme and that there's a Phoenix moment coming up. But one of the real true impacts of it is the idea that what I need to do is I need to find what makes me genuinely joyful. And once I start doing what makes me genuinely joyful, then I will be that much better suited to find the success and kind of find the catalyst to that Phoenix moment. So today, I'm just going to talk briefly about what it is that I really have passion for and kind of why I'm not doing it. So, and it's completely illogical, but you know, the brain wants what the brain wants, so that's how it is. So there are actually two things that I love doing. One is just overall discovery and novelty. So road trips, hidden alleys, quirky shops, all that shit. But that kind of works into the second one a little bit. The second thing that I really love doing is getting people unstuck. Basically, what that means is acknowledging that everyone I know is awesome, but knowing that there are some things that are stopping them from being their full measure of awesome, and just kind of sitting down in casual conversation with a genuine exchange. I'm averse to the coaching model. I'm not averse to the therapy model, but I know that I'm not a therapist. But what I do want to do is I want to, sit down with folks over a cup of coffee or a drink and just find out what's stalling them and try and help them work out what's stalling them into doing things better. Now, this will work differently for different people. For some folks, it's a question of sitting down for a cup of coffee. For some folks, it's a question of taking a nice drive out to the mountains. For some folks, it's a question of walking around downtown, checking out shops, or even something as simple as someone to talk to them while they're running errands. These are all things that I can do, and I think that these are all things that are beneficial. And in fact, it goes to one of my core desires that I've held since I was a teenager, that came from an essay that I'd written where it mentions that the true gentleman is mainly occupied by removing the stumbling blocks that may trip up his fellow man, or loosely paraphrased. That's the idea. I want you to be able to run toward your perfect awesome. And I want to be there and take the shit out of the way that will trip you up. Period. That's it. That is the whole of all I want to do. And I want to do so in such a way that you're going to be receptive of it, which means doing it in a way and place and style that you feel your most comfort in. What is it you like to do most? Let me do it with you. You'll give me novelty, experience, a great chance to really see what affects you and impacts you, and you get the benefit of my, at this point, decades of experience and skill set of good question answering, troubleshooting, boiling down difficult concepts into really, really simpler concepts. That's something I've been a pro at for years. And with that, also helping oftentimes explain just through metaphor, because metaphor is one of the easiest ways to learn, one of the easiest ways to speak, one of the easiest ways to do things. So this is all well and good. It seems really straightforward. And God's honest truth, if I think about it, I'm currently saying that my time is worth about $150 an hour. My experience base is easily worth $250 or $3 if you really want to get down to it. But that's going to have to wait until people actually feel like paying me the minimum amount that I think is worthwhile. Now, here's where the problem comes in. I come from very, very blue-collar roots. I come from the roots that say, if you're not working, you're not valuable. I come from roots that say, it is immoral to make money off your natural talents. Your natural talents should be given and given freely. I come from a background that says anything worth having is worth working for, and if you're not struggling for it, it doesn't have value. So I personally have a huge stumbling block that I need to remove for myself that says it's okay for people to pay me just to be me. It's okay for people to pay me just to spend time with me, because God's honest truth, the majority of people that I have encountered who just spend time with me, as someone with no real investment in their individual success, but a tremendous investment in their individual happiness, makes a difference. Honestly, if there's anyone who agrees with that, feel free to add in the comments that you consider that worthwhile and that you consider it something that actually has a monetary value. But until I can get past that huge roadblock, and until I can find a way to put the word out there that this is what I do, that this is what I want to do, and that this is worth your time for my time, then I'm not going to have success. And it's frustrating as fuck. It is so frustrating to, on the one hand, know that I have the skills, but on the other hand, to have total doubt in my skills and the value of my contribution, no matter how often people tell me that it's a valid contribution. I actually had someone earlier this week basically tell me that I was integral to their success, for believing in them, for telling them that they were too big for an organization that I felt would make them small, and they are now a featured guest at a major convention. Damn! And they attributed a lot of that success to me. I have another friend who's going through an awakening of sorts, and they also have used me as a sounding board and consider it a very positive thing. And there's a couple people I will freely acknowledge are projects, but I love projects. I enjoy it. So, as mentioned, what I would very much like to be doing is helping people get unstuck. What is stopping me from helping people get unstuck is the fact that I personally am stuck. So, I will actually be sharing these videos here sometime soon. Thus far, I've just kept them to myself, but I really do hope that people watch this. I hope you comment. I hope you offer insight, especially the friends and well-wishers, as to positive contributions that I've made to your life. With that, I'm off to go make a positive contribution of donuts to a very essential work party. Have a great day.